Thanks for tuning back in. I'm Tommy Campbell, still bald, still in my basement, and still hoping that the next time Ben Shapiro decides to own the libs by melting a bunch of plastic toys, he does it indoors. Defeated former President Donald Trump's advisor, Peter Navarro, issued a Civil War threat in a bonkers video, and I discussed the lunacy from one of Diaper Don's biggest allies. Colorado Dollar Store makeup lab test patient Lauren Boebert made a ridiculous non-apology. Barbie, the film they tried to cancel, absolutely crushed at the box office and sent the MAGA crowd into total meltdown. This image alone is enough to burst Ted Nugent into flames. I'll be getting into all of that and more, but first, this.
Hey, the governor doesn't do retail campaigning. He's not going to be able to go to Iowa. And then, yesterday I'm out there doing events. We have 30, 40 people at some of these things, shaking hands, answering questions, doing all that. They're like, oh, well, he can do it. So these are predetermined narratives that they have. And I think if you look at
40 people? I haven't seen anyone boast about such low numbers since Mike Lindell accidentally did a Facebook Live on his personal account and his friends and family ghosted him, but he still tried to play up the 37 viewers. Ron DeSantis was in a car accident near Chattanooga. He's fine. I know. And the Tennessee Highway Patrol are urging others not to drive in white rain boots with Cuban heels. It must be pretty weird to pull up to Ron DeSantis in a car. I mean, the bobblehead's usually on the dashboard, not in the driver's seat. It is pouring MAGA tears. Time to laugh at the latest lunacy from the right-wing clown car running on empty. So join the good people in the comments as I mock the latest and stupid and more.
There was a video of me throwing an item away that I had received randomly from somebody in the hallway. I was walking, had AirPods in, tried to tell the man that I was occupied, and he continued. And as he was handing me what turned out to be a memorial pen, I recognized him as a man who came at me very aggressively just a few weeks prior during a press conference. He was so aggressive that he was apprehended by another member and detained by Capitol Police officers. So I want to make it very clear that I did not want to receive anything that this man had to give me, nor did I know what he was handing me.
She lathered on her Craigslist Kimberly Guilfoyle clown makeup and hopped in her car to film this? Not exactly a convincing way to say you care, Lauren, especially when you cannot even say the 10-year-old girl's name, Mayte Rodriguez. Lauren looked at him, looked at the items, placed it right next to her iPhone, right in her eye line, and then binned it. Even if she was blasting Ted Nugent or a Q podcast on her AirPods, she clearly saw the pamphlet through her decorative glasses, and if it had said MAGA anti-immigration gun rally featuring Kid Rock and a Barbie doll burning, she would be more than up for a stop and chat. The Independent spoke with Elijah Pelton, who handed Granny Bobo the pin, and according to him, the congresswoman is mistaking him for Jake Burdett, another activist who had previously confronted her. Burdett was dragged off by Congressman Clay Higgins as he asked questions about Boebert's divorce. Look, if you come up to Lauren Boebert with a pamphlet or a pin, she wants nothing to do with you. If she's a teenager at a bowling alley and you drop your pants, marrying this guy, let's do it, we're getting married. Thank you. I see every tip that comes through from pennies to dollars. They are hugely appreciated and help make this show possible. If you love what I do here and you can afford to help out, throw me a buck with the PayPal link in the pinned comment or drop me a super thanks.
Remember the old thing on the, what's the thing on an airplane, Brandon, when you're not getting oxygen? You remember what they say about those little cups that
come mask dropping down?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they say, put yours on first so you can help others. You fix your country first, then you can help other countries. You don't go out doing all this stuff and all this chaos that they want this new world. That's the globalists. That's the globalists, the Uniparty, the CCP. And this isn't a help all the country. This is to steal our country.
You know you're a proper drinker when you see an oxygen mask and think, cup, that's a cup. Sky waitress, get me a Chardonnay and a steak sandwich. And Brandon looks like he just got back from a Barbie screening where he was cosplaying as Ken's dad.
Roughly half of Republicans and over a third of Democrats believe America is on the brink of civil war. If such an unthinkable war breaks out, it will be the Democrats' fault. In their quest for power, radical elements within the Democrat Party have abandoned any pretense of fairness, tolerance, and justice.
Use some sunscreen, Peter. Your arms look like they're made of ball skin. This is the guy who called Dr. Fauci the father of the virus, touted hydroxychloroquine as a treatment, and condemned the public health measures that help stop the spread of the virus.
In their woke new world, Democrat strategists use unscrupulous lawfare tactics to skew our election system, even as weaponized bureaucracies like the Department of Justice, FBI, and National Archives, now under Democrat control, seek to destroy the Republican Party and its de facto leader, Donald Trump.
For those less aware with Navarro's involvement, he was all in with overturning the election. Navarro was on the Georgia call with Giuliani and Trump, where Trump told Raffensperger,
"What I want to do is this. I just want to find 11,780 votes."
The Democrat activists and strategists now driving this nation towards a second civil war have neither justice nor righteousness on their side. They are attempting to trample on our religions, disarm us, and impose all manner of woke, social, cultural, and economic changes that are far outside the bounds of America's traditions, traditional values.
Trump fanboy number one is complaining about religion being under attack when his diapered leader had a Muslim ban. Stop banging on about values when your party doesn't care about kids being shot and you prop up a criminal politician that has zero morals. People voted Trump out, and his crybaby smooth-brained window-licking base went and stormed the Capitol because the same people that are against participation trophies also can't handle losing.
My strong admonition to these Democrats, as I appeal to the wiser in your party, is this: back this anti-democratic truck up before it runs over you. Do you not understand that the longer you engage in your assaults on American families and values, the more likely a new civil war becomes? And do you not understand that the perverse precedents you are creating through your weaponized bureaucracies and woke attacks will come back to haunt you as soon as Republicans take back Trump's America from your cold, woke hands?
This feels like a deleted scene from RoboCop or something. I mean, Navarro finishes it by calling it Trump's America and channeling the NRA's cold dead hands slogan. This Senator Palpatine-looking dude is straight up threatening America to back off Trump or else. The thing is, no matter what happens, there will always be a huge number of deranged individuals that believe the election was stolen and that every time their person loses, it was rigged. That's not going to go away. And that's because of hard-right people like Peter who are making sure that these people don't rethink their lives. He's telling them to double down and be ready, and that's sad, stupid, and frightening. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The come-and-take-it crowd want any excuse to fire their guns. Any excuse. Barbie and Oppenheimer had a huge box office weekend. I really want to see Oppenheimer on IMAX. I've worked with Christopher Nolan. He's great. And yes, I'll also be seeing Barbie. It looks like good fun. And I know the toys intimately. You see, I grew up with two older sisters, so I used to borrow their Barbies to entertain my Star Wars figures. Ooh, if that Millennium Falcon could talk. The Rebels needed some R&R, and my sisters were far from amused by Chewbacca taking Malibu Barbie to Pound Town. Get that Wookiee nookie. And this was decades before I discovered that it all started as a German comic strip about an escort named Lily that became so popular that they released a gag gift hooker doll sold in bars and smoke shops, and one of the Mattel founders bought some and reworked the doll to be the Barbie many know and love, or love to melt in a parking lot because you're a 39-year-old conservative icon who sleeps in a different room than his wife. For those new to the show, I'm glad you found me. Thank you. For a year, I've been reading a genuine page from Lauren Boebert's book. This really is a ton of fun. I only do it once a week, and it's been pretty wild. Let's get back to it. I handed the Funyuns bag back to Jason because there's no way I'd be able to keep cupping his crinkly yellow sack with two hands while pretending it was just a regular bunch of corn snacks. This thing weighed me down more than Ted Cruz doing his hotel room belly flop on me after a bottle of Crown Royal. "Any luck?" asked Craig. Without missing a beat, Jason said, "We found him 10 minutes ago, but didn't say a thing. We've just been enjoying seeing you suckers all look for him." So where is he?" asked Craig. I trapped him in this Funyuns bag with my truck nuts and a magnet, said Jason, lighting a Newport. I glared at my dumb husband through the non-prescription glasses I got from his ex's naughty student outfit. I was livid. Then they all burst out laughing. We stopped looking when we heard you found him, I said, realizing Jason just tricked them like he does with the IRS. Misty found a rat in one of the traps, said Craig. She thought it was Mountain Dew. Just then, from backstage, Mr. Fong shouted, I found him! Craig and Johnny slipped away. The coaster was clear. Jason took the truck nuts out of the Funyuns bag and set them on top of the table with Mountain Dew belly up, blue crumbs all over his mouth, and a very perky pink hamster pickle staring up at us. We probably had less than a minute before we realized it was another false alarm, so Jason hatched a plan. He figured if we could wedge something under Mountain Dew, it would help get him free. Looking around, I told him, but we're running out of time, and we don't have anything sharp to pry with. Yes, you do, Lauren. Yes, you do. He was right. I got off my knees and stuck my face right next to my furry friend. I lifted the edge of his cape and put my sharp chin to use, rocking back and forth as Jason with the Y tugged like crazy. I could feel Mountain Dew loosening as my sharp chin created a wedge, unpinning him like my wrestling father Stan Lane before the 3 count. It was like a fairy tale. If you've enjoyed this genuine page from Lauren Boebert's book, let me know in the comments and I'll see about reading another page sometime soon. But Trump didn't lose. It was stolen because of the lies and corruption from the criminal Biden cartel family. MAGA Tears. Implode? Guess I missed it. If you were going to beg for money, you should get a monkey and a cup. MAGA Tears. No working man finds Soros pawns entertaining or believable. Pack it in, Baldy. MAGA Tears. Biden's so great that inflation is high. Border not secure. All those millions from China. No wonder spy balloon can fly from west to east in America. MAGA Tears. Thanks so much for watching. Help me out by joining us in the comments, sharing this video with a friend, and following me on social media. I am a one-man show here, from script to screen, the editing, even the graphics. Please throw me a tip with the easy PayPal link or hit that super thanks button, and be sure to check out my mugs that go great with those MAGA Tears. I am a stand-up comedian. I've played in 35 countries, and I've toured with Jim Jeffries for nearly 10 years. I have 3 albums and a brand new EP from my opening set on Jim's latest Netflix special. You can stream these on Spotify, Apple Music, or catch them on SiriusXM. Thanks for helping me make this show possible. Life's short. Be cool, be kind, take care.